Вітаю вас на моєму каналі. Продовжуємо грати в Starfield. У минулій серії ми вбили якогось монстра. Він майже не оказував ніякого спротиву. Тепер ми прибули на планету, повинні... Що там ми повинні зробити? Ми повинні поговорити своє Віктіс. Я обновив моди, які у мене були встановлені на мод саме на інвентар. Дуже приємно, тепер можна групувати. Дуже приємно, додали картинки. Класно. Прямо я у захваті, чесно, від цього. Якісь записи, якась книжка. Dragon Starforce. Все. Так, ідемо до того чувака, який сидів у в'язниці. Треба з ним поспілкуватися. Це він, судячи по квестів, це він командував тим гарнизоном на тій планеті, і він видав наказ кинути туди ядерний заряд. Багато цивільних загинуло.
You are a welcome diversion. What do you need?
No one's doing anything about it. Wow!
Сюди можна. Мені ж наверх, можна сюди. Короткий шлях. До тюрми. Неофіційної тюрми. Назвемо її, мабуть, навіть схованкою. До речі, тут, да, тут їде. Угу. Їде тут... Ой, набій мене. Оп, і ми тут.
Well, what a pleasant surprise.
Та, я вже.
When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londini, did you find what you were looking?
Знайшли.
I haven't been to Londinian in many years. Why? Is there some way I could be of assistance? Good news, then. So, what exactly are you doing here? Funny. Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this. After all, given the cabinet's current state, perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us. You know, you're far more clever than I expected. You want to hear the words, then?
Угу.
I did it. The terramorph attacks on Tau City, New Atlantis, my doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I, figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have...
Немає кращого засобу покатився якусь. На заводі Лазаря, ніж використати.
All in due time. First, I want want to see if you're truly as astute as you
У
appear.
нього є посібник,
So why
окей.
would someone like me go through all this trouble?
Треба дізнатися, хто його посібник, і їх обох покарати.
Not a bad.
Ні.
The attacks. When I discovered the plant, but we were at war. So I ordered the bombing of the Lundy and sealing away knowledge. These were the final days of the colony war, Captain. I was concerned that if we're just like what was happening on Lundy, it was the only option that made sense at the time. It's easy to judge now. In that moment, I wasn't about to add another dangerous variable to an already catastrophe. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, and what did I get in return? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on the dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall.
Ну, ми його вбили на
What
тому кораблі.
luck he was
Да,
stopped
мабуть,
dead before he could
треба
hurt
було
anyone
захопити.
else.
Ну що ж, вже поздно.
Decades on the run brought
Угу.
Captain, please. You've benefited here as much as I have. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to... and look at the results. I know for a fact the cabinet's planning to honorable. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs with only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy. I'm simply looking for you to... And let's not forget the importance of our action. Eliminating the terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect them. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This need...
Ну, якби і так.
Hunting down criminals and other threats to you. I expect they'll give me a bit more free range once this is all. You would help me, like you did with Orlays. Track them down and keep them from doing harm to the United Colonies. Impossible, though, if the cabinet learns I'm the one responsible for the attacks. And how many have you killed to get... There are no great work, so we sacrificed a few dozen. I only hope you'll see the same. That is a pity, Captain. But I'm in no position to negotiate. Just think about the opportunity I've provided here. There are more on the horizon. If you do the right...
Ну, це питання. Страта, щоб вони його стратили, чи розповісти, чи дати шанс.
Authorized personnel only.
Let's
A
go.
pleasure.
Stay here.
I will watch your back.
Сюди. Ой-ой-ой. Не треба. Сюди. каністри сидять, і там сидять. Ага.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the acyles are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Any leads on who might have committed the attacks?
Це її батько. Ну окей.
Orlays? Reginald Orlays? He did this? I didn't think he was still alive. You're sure it was him? Oh yeah. Both worked for UC Defense Research way back when.
Ну, ми його
Had a
вбили,
mean eye for
тому...
weapons tech. But finding out he's taken up mass murder in the years since.
If he is responsible, let us hope the cabinet deals with it swiftly.
That's some impressive work. So then give us the rundown. Where's Orlays now? Were you able to bring him in?
Так, чого, я його не... Збрехати.
Huh, I see. Wish we could have questioned him.
Так, треба було його... Ну, що
Well,
ж.
there's any idea why he might have done it?
Aha! That makes sense. Plenty of abandoned tech for an old warmonger. Instead, he stumbles on the plant and finds...
Decides to use the plant against the people that destroyed his old life. Well, at least he won't be able to hurt anybody else now. So I guess there's nothing else. This might be our... And here we go.
Доплат зробити.
Welcome back, all of you. But according to it, is what I'm reading. This report comes from a particularly confidential source both you and I are familiar with, yes. Among the reasons its findings are so... Now, is it true? Was the attack on New...
My God.
An attack? Using terramorphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done here. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlays commit these attacks, Captain?
That appears to be the case, ma'am. The captain tracked that information down just after our trip.
Reginald Orlays? Wasn't there a report he'd been killed recently?
Body was found floating around Etheria. Report mentioned you were sent to try and bring him in, Captain. I guess that didn't go according to plan.
Ah, yes. I was told about your mission and who ordered it. Did you two suspect at the time Orlays might... Well, it appears this report contains definitive evidence Orlays triggered the attacks via this Lazarus plant. The captain and Major Sanan.
Simply harrowing.
Indeed. Though it would have been preferable for him to have finally... It seems both of you are to be commended for ensuring he was dealt with before he could strike again. You have our thanks. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the three of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure. As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All material.
A sound decision, Madam President.
Well, luckily the natural hostility of Londinian makes, but will ensure its growth is contained. We're already discussing the elimination of one species, Captain.
They are ultimately threatened as much as the United Colonies. To share what you know and what can be done to make us all safer can only foster good relations.
That is an idea with some merit to it. Decrease the likelihood of anything like this occurring again, and further relations between our two factions.
Two birds with a single stone. Very well. We'll include the collective in the removal. Thank you for the suggestion. So then, the cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only... The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must...
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps. The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
Та-да.
As you can see, there remains debate among the cabinet. We were hoping... Major?
We've had a few discussions, but our group is similarly split. Only the captain has yet to weigh in.
I see.
Яка різниця?
Captain, I know this may not be your area.
Ну що, мікроб чи ацелів? Інших животних, які будуть вбивати їх. Тераморфів, що краще? Чи мікроба? Чи залучити ще одну? Давайте ацелів, а?
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
The first step in a bold new future.
Bolder, better, and brighter. Well, I need to write that one down.
Order, please. And Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, you...
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. Today marks day one,
Добре.
as befits such a group. The cabinet wanted to
Okay.
Today,
Class 1? For the three of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is
Oh, yeah.
you all have earned it.
Громадянин першого класу.
There's much
І
to
що
be done.
далі?
Major Sinan, Dr. Walker.
we'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard, as a member of both the Vanguard, speak to your commander. To Allah, he should be able to... On behalf of the whole of the United, this meeting is adjourned.
Нарешті. Сюди, ні? Чи так? Ой. Балачки. Звідки сам треба було поспілкуватися? Блін. Час назад поїду.
Something on your mind?
Так, що задумав? Куди ти побігла? Глючик.
Authorized personnel only. Residents stay here.
What's this? Just you then? No UC executioner. So the cabinet knows the truth about Orlays. Splendid. That means you and I can get to work. We were in the middle of an all-out war, Cap. Which city would you prefer? And if anyone else, I weighed the option. I'll tell you why. Because the UC was, and is, in the last days of the war, a massive You'd be right. But just before we could launch, I went to the city to assess the state of things. We couldn't spare ships for a proper quarantine, so it was my decision to destroy the spaceport. I had a single ship. What would you have had me do? Ask them and the Terramorphs to form a line? And the UC? No. Very well. So upon my return from Londinian, we proceeded with our killing blow. Initially, we had great success against the mess the Freestar Collective called. But then the Freestar citizenry decided to get involved. Dozens of civilian ships jumping in to shield their military counterparts. I, of course, had no trouble firing on what should have been designated enemy vessels. But my peers had lost the stomach for it. So many lives lost already, they wailed. So the great UC Navy, they picked our ships apart. The UC surrendered not long after. And thus, you're welcome to whatever opinions you'd like. What lost the UC the war? Once we'd cracked synthesizing the Lazarus plant's pollen, research that took years in and of itself, Orlays' ship would land on our target, bearing a few heat leeches. Nothing that would raise suspicion. Then Lazarus pollen was pumped out of the ship during liftoff from the planet's surface. Shortly thereafter, a strike perpetrated in mere moments, with no one being the wiser. Well, thanks to our combined efforts, the Sanan name has more clout with the cabinet than it has. I have a long list of names. Should we begin the hunt? Just making the settled systems a little safer. Arms dealers, rogue scientists, UC turncoats, war criminals from the colony war. Each poses a threat if left unchecked. I'd be directing you to them, and you'd be making the galaxy better for us all. The UC doesn't consider these threats worthy of action just yet. But by the time they do, it may well be too late. Which is why we'll be dealing with them before they can cause greater harm. As far as possible legal repercussions, you may have to deal with some. You won't be going after any. If that's how you feel, I will be here.
Окей, ми з'ясували, що він може нам... чимось там допомогти. Не допомогти, а побувати. Подивитися, скільки можна.
So, I hear you've been making yourself pretty useful around the ship, Cora.
I have, Dad. I want to be as good a co-pilot for the captain as I am for you.
If you're looking for the cutting edge of
starship design,
you've arrived. Welcome to Stroud Eklund.
It still fits, Dad. And I love it. Now, a new look.
Що в мене? О, я думаю, що я так не... ще да. Вуглом чогось був вироблений. Так, і що тут треба зробити? Якраз таки з планування кораблів щось треба зробити. З ким?
My business is switching to Stroud Eklund. These kids are celebrities and trendsetters. Everyone else will follow.
Oh, this must be Walter's consultant friend. Please, come join us. We've been waiting for you. Hello. Hi there. You must be Walter's colleague. He informed me that you'd be taking charge of Project Kepler despite... But that's okay. I'm sure that even though you have... Oh,
Even so, we have plenty.
As you probably know, we're tasked with coming up with Stroud Eklund's next hit starship. But we have budget concerns, market research to finish, and we can't seem to agree on a design. Ah, right, so you mentioned. Let's move on to solving our budget issue. We were charged with building the newest, hottest ship on the market, which won't be possible unless we petition the board for more money. The other will allow us... While it's true we'd be able to afford, I worry that without constraint, who knows what kind of monstrosity we... It's more that we can only choose certain design elements at the expense of others. In other words, if we go with something in Mike's design, there's not enough money in the budget for what Ella wants. That's one of the reasons we haven't been able to agree on anything.
Кухонная раковина, блин. Не.
That sounds good to me, but remember, this ship will have fewer bells and whistles. We're not going to be able to include everything. Frank's luxury design has the most expensive components, and we've been having trouble convincing him to move away from that idea, so we need his help. Do you think you can get him to budge?
I am right here, you know. I already gave my answer to Jules. Okay, I'm thinking. What? I never thought of it that way. Maybe I am. Fine. I see what you're saying. Perhaps we tone down the luxury aspects a bit. Does it really need so much gold trim?
For what it is worth, I believe that is the correct approach. Luxury should not be the goal here. Also, Frank annoys me.
Great! That's one problem solved. I'll go forward with that budget proposal and we can move on. Next, we need to gather some market data. The best way to do this is to outfit your ship with some sensors and take it through some real-world scenarios. Great! Just pick up a mission or two. If you take on a variety. In the meantime, you might also want to talk.
Дайте відео на пропозицію команди. Що мені Жесть, і ти ще... Давай.
It is a relief to me. But are you sure this... Where terramorphs are concerned, I do not believe there is a way to. Perhaps an experimental microbe has... I appreciate your conviction. I will say, though, that Terramorphs are enough of a word. Well, it is good. It is a good day, yes?
Розійтися. Особистих.
Yes, please. He is quiet. He valued his years ago. I do not know. I admit, House Varun is in it. While this serves out, it was the most All right.
Так це вже тільки що.
Certainly.
Ну так, це все вже.
Goodbye.
Окей.
For now.
Зберігаємо гру.
I'm wondering if we need another chef in the kitchen. Then again... well, how do I put this? My co-workers are... she's new at being admirable. Well, quite the opposite, actually. See, I don't care who makes the decision, so... Speaking of which, it's simple, no? I'm an engineer, mate. Been doing it for going on. Instead of letting me... It's truth, and we... So I'm thinking, what I figure is, the cargo running business is booming, and no, nothing fancy. Wait, really? I was expecting we'd have to argue a bit more than that. I hope you're being sincere. I assume you mean the company. The company is still... I've been doing this. No. All I want to do is build the best damn starships up. But... yeah, that I keep telling him. Later, mate.
Все, поспілкувався з ким ще. Чи що? Це що? А, взяти місію, окей. Дайте відгук на пропозицію команди. А, ну те треба з ними усіма.
So, you're Walters? Honestly, regardless, This is wonderful to hear. Now, I know. Of course. But first, let me ask you this. Yes, finally, a kindred spirit operating on my own wavelength. You see, while many ships will operate, it is my belief that it's my hope that I'd start with a small ship profile. It won't need much storage or... Then, of course, you... In order to keep costs... And of course... Thanks. Why do I feel like... it's not... They've been good to me. Well, as a senior, most of my work is... It may not be as good. Bye.
Окей. Що з усіма прям це трендець.
Oh, no. Well, it's just... And I'm supposed to come up with one too, but like, I don't know if it's as good. Wow, rude. But, okay, fine. So, I was thinking that we could really use a recreational craft in our fleet. But not like super luxurious. Something Mom and Dad... You probably think that... I used to go off-world camping with my family. The other families, I've done some market research, which means even if the demand is low, we can fill this niche and still sell a lot. Well, you listened to my idea more than the others did, so... catch you around.
You know, I have designed space. So, you must have... Never mind that. Ah, yes. At least you may be more... Imagine a luxury craft designed for the high-end... This will be the most... I think I understand what you mean. Oh, thank you. See you.
We're all super glad you're here, right, everyone? Oh, yes, I'd like to see us bounty hunting and We'd want to give it strong weapons, tough defenses, plus good speed. Most starfighters are fair. Oh, well.
Так, поспілкувався. Все.
Lots of work to do, but we'll get through it. Don't worry.
Прикольно. Можна стрибнути, але навіщо? Так, беремо місію. Ого. Доставити 2 науковця. 2 дні, 12 годин, 5 днів. Один привід, а тут їх може бути багато. Привід більш... Блін, та пофігу, давайте до науковців. Ага. Ну, знищимо зараз тоді. Так.
Can defend itself. I don't want to be a target. Maybe the venture then.
Куди перейти? На будь-яку планету? Навіщо? Щось я не розумію. Місію... А, чи то, чи то. Пасажирську місію. Система Махео, це яка? Ага. Це що? Нема місця. Погано, що не відображається, скільки в мене місця ще залишилось, я не розумію. Ну, я знаю просто, що місця нема, поэтому... Це куди? Багато, що то турельки.
Can I have a bet? We knocked out their ship. I risked it to show
Ну, і цих теж.
Aw, come on, please. I need somebody to talk to while I'm on the ship by myself.
Це корабель. Ой! Де він? Ну, що ти вони мені майже збили. Майже. Але майже не рахується. Все, всіх вбив.
Is here to serve you.
Like love.
Мені треба, мабуть, побудувати корабль і перевезти пасажирів. Так, бойову місію я виконав.
This is... I'd like to believe that you can help my team work well with each other again, but we'll see.
A more focused design seems the proper approach.
Ah, so you just did the one bounty mission. Well,
ладно.
doesn't look like you ran into too much trouble, I hope. Anyway, the data you collected will help us focus our ship design and cater towards certain pilots. Now we just need to solve our interpersonal issues so we can agree on a design. Easy, right?
Нічого не розумію.
Because I'd be lying if I told you it wasn't. I had this idea that we... But it's made this chap... You seem awfully I've tried everything. You know what? Why not? And since you... I don't know if it... So, you're sure? Okay, this should be... Okay, everyone, listen up. Our new friend offered to lead us in a group meditation session as a sort of team-building exercise. Everyone take a deep breath, try to relax, and we'll get started momentarily. Listen to what he says and repeat his affirmations.
By working as a team, we can conquer any challenge.
Це якийсь...
Because Mr. Stroud is requiring us to...
Окей.
My brilliance and creativity help guide us
to our goal.
Чому та мовчить?
I trust in my teammates and they trust me.
Так.
I believe in myself and my ability to do my job well.
And my ability to do my job well.
We will get this project back on track and nothing stops us from success.
Okay, I think that's enough of that. Thank you for leading us. I hope that was somewhat relaxing at least.
Сподіваюся.
It was, kinda.
It was fine. I'm good to go over here.
You know what? I'll do whatever anyone wants, so long as I never have to go through something like that again.
Okay, everyone. I think that's it. Let's get back to work. Well, we're making progress now. Based on the decisions you made, it looks like we're going to end up with a very reasonable ship design. I have no worries. It's going to be a smaller, sleeker, mid-range ship. I think it'll be best suited for an average consumer. Not too expensive, the ability to add a few options here and there, moderately defensible. It'll be decent for several use cases, but won't really... Now that we've addressed all our issues, if you could do us a favor...
Все. Мені треба будувати корабль. А я думав, треба буде будувати. А, до речі, будувати корабль. Ну що там? Стоп, що там? Пасажирський, окей. Волонтером Starfield. Давай.
Space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. And complete. Enjoy your stay.
Sometimes amuses me to think about what goes on here, right under the United Colonies' collective nose.
А може не сюди? То я це йшов так. Ага, так, це криша. Дах.
Are fortunate that Walter has used his considerable funds to maintain the lodge, are we not?
At this, hope my employees don't give you too much trouble. Good to hear. I figured as much. See, I just finished. I've got to say I'm impressed with it. It's a bit safe, but also an elegant evolution of our past designs. I think it's good. I'll be happy to make it my new personal ship.
200. Не вистачить? Ні, не вистачить. Ну і пофіг. Щас ще одну місію якусь і все. Що тут у нас? О. Сержантом Юмі я вже, блін, розмовляв з ним якось. Намагався. Господи. Заберіть свій новий корабель. Угу. То вони побудували його для мене. Якийсь Ну я зможу його, мабуть, перебивати. Я сподіваюся. Зайти в дизайн і повністю. Як збудувати новий корабель з нуля, я, мабуть, такого не бачив. Але повністю переробити корабель, як завод. Я вже намагався з ним поговорити, у нього нічого нового. Ну.
You know, headquarters. Aegis? While we're we do agent Well, as for why, you can ask Aegis. As far as I'm concerned, the whole department is... Things can be Luckily, see you later.
Ну, типу, з ним треба поспілкуватися, але що воно не дає? Нічого. Це що? О, чого? Викрадених речей. А сюди... Нічого, що я сюди зайшов? Здравствуйте. Ага, тюрма. А ти хто?
I have nothing to say. I desire no company. Leave. I am a prisoner. The great serpent.
Ага, окей. Великий змій. А ні, сюди. Сюди. Тут глюк явно місії. Ну і ладно. Місії начебто вистачає. Ні, не це я хотів, до речі, це швидкий спосіб. І не це. Це все не те. Це я хотів. Так, у мене тут нема... Я тут не можу нічого робити. Далі невідомо, це головна місія. І начебто це остання місія. Це вже виконано. Це різні, так, збереження миру. Фракційні, ось, є фракційні. Контрабандного картелю і ось оснащено перше. Бізнес-марка, зараз вона перебуває. Окей. Чи що? Чи фінально? Ні. Ми спробуємо підняти левел. Нема ж чувака там не стоїть, ні. Не бачиш? То я не бачу. Я не знаю, де він дівся. А ось він, до речі. Ось він.
Wonder what these new anti-terramorph assignments are going to do to recruit.
Такий стоять.
Yes. Howdy.
Hey, guess where New Atlantis' first line of defense against these legions?
Чому вони тут пішли? Ну добре, все одно його нема. Шіп-сервіс, тут повинен стояти чувак, його нема. Тут можна щось продати. Непотребу море.
I find the interior of this ship comforting.
Заспокійливо. Так, другий поверх. До речі. Зараз летимо десь, де можна будувати корабль. Треба накидати корабль.
Something you need?
How you doing, Sweet Pea?
Нічого.
Well, I'm okay.
Де ми тут ще можемо будувати корабель? Це що? Раз би тут корабль впав. Зоряна станція. Гадки немає, що за станція. Зараз подивимось.
Let me guess, you'd be a lot better if you had a bigger book allowance.
You know me so well, Dad. So, what do you say?
Communications system critical. Hail terminated.
Вона захоплена, окей. Нема сенсу. 50 рівень. Десь, де ми можемо? Тут ми можемо будувати. Тут ми можемо будувати кораблі, де ми будемо навалом. А ми там туди, там ми будемо будувати. Ні. Ну я тут це. Навалом ми будемо на рівні. От, шип'ярд.
Unknown vessel, welcome to Stroud Eklund. You are cleared to board.
Давайте швидше.
Seals are tight, we're docked.
Тут же ж начебто можна будувати кораблі.
Good day, Captain.
Тут десь чувак ось цей.
I can't believe Stroud pulled this off.
Цей це теж клієнт.
Abishon can help you if you need anything.
Ось
Stroud
цей,
Eklund, are you ready to do some business?
Модифікувати.
Let me show you our stock.
У мене 4 кораблі. Що і цей не потріб. Його треба переробити. Якраз таки це Prison. А перейменувати як? Ладно. 4. Ось це тільки що мені подарили. Зробити основним. Дію виконано, так. Я ж виконав дію, там хотіла, щоб я. Виконав.
Nice to see you again. How can I help?
Кур'єром? Та ні.
We got something for everyone.
5. Тільки що було 4. А, це купити. Купити мене не цікавить.
Well, I think you'll find we have some... Oh, you've come to the
Та
right...
давай же. Пеплерес. Якась фігня, блін. Без пушок зовсім, але двигло гарне, щити середнє, Граф максимальний. Ну, так, чисто. А що по вантажу? Вантаж 4000! Це грузовий корабель. 4000, ви шо? Це да. 4000. Клас B, середній клас. Блін, 4000 вантаж. Ого. А тут 1400. Цього не потрібно. Зареєструвати і потім його треба буде продати. Оновлення корабля. Можна тут все по... Ні, не оновлення, як тут. Не, окей. Все, 5000. О, я можу все подати. Так, добре. Що далі? Будуємо так корабель. Що, по-перше, треба що зробити? Це поставити. Угу. Прекрасно. Відсік. А що це? Плюс 127, а яка? Що плюс 27? Вага однакова, все однакове. Хоптейдж, стрет. Яка різниця? Де у цього вхід? Ага, бачу, де вхід. Його треба підняти, по-перше, тому що воно нанизу. R. Так, тепер додати. Ось. Як вона буде збоку? У мене захід буде? Ні, у мене буде класичний захід. Гадки немає, що це взагалі. Так, і що далі? У мене є якісь точки контакту. Вибрана ця, як мені вибрати іншу? Колір. О. Але нажав J. Ой, не нажав. О. Колір 1, колір 2, а колір 3. Зберегти якийсь колір. Темний. Окей. Угу. Це пофігов взагалі там. Зелененький, так, болотний. Прийняти. Угу. Додати. Вантаж. Так, я заходжу сюди і підіймаюсь наверх. А вантаж буде з боку кріплення 1, кріплення 2. Так, чи що? Давай дивитися, що тут у нас є по вантажу. Кокпіти. Пум-пум-пум. А якесь... Оцю треба щось таке, до чого можна буде приєднувати інше. Кокпіти, докери, двигуни, паки, механізми. Так, згоден, потрібні будуть механізми, побудові приміщення. Ну це ось на... Як мені наверх піднятися? Ось зверху мені треба побудове приміщення. Ого! Кархохел. Різноманітні варіанти персоналізації. Я не бачу різниці. Хтось бачить якусь різницю. Але No Ман Берт 3 в одному. Блін, яка різниця? Прохід показує вона мені, що буде там прохід, буде прохід там і буде прохід зверху. Блін. Ну, є сенс саме так і залишити. Залишити. О, цікаво, чому, коли я вибрав третій? Порт А, порт Б, порт С. Ну, порт B, припустимо. Якщо його розгорнути... О! В боки! В два боки, ага. А так тільки ну туди. Блін, що воно дюрається? Ага, так тільки сюди, вперед і все. Що, має сенс вперед? Та не дуже. Я нажав, типу, поставити, що? Прийняти є. Ага. Оу, а чому криво? Чому так? Ні, я так не хочу. Це в мене не. Ні-ні-ні-ні. Додати. Я хтось бачив, воно криве таке. Чому воно таке криве? А вони всі такі криві чомусь. Ось це наче, блін. Ага, я коли нажав, то вже можу дивитися. Тепер його покрутити. Корпус плюс 5. А наступний варіант можу просто подивитись, що. Покрутити ні, я ж не можу його. У мене залишаються кріплення з боків. Ну, блін, припустимо, так. Я підіймаюсь, я тут. Потім я можу йти вперед, так? Додати, навести, да? Додати, ага, куди хочу. Тут буде такий відсік, не дуже великий. Ну да, мабуть, щось таке. О, тут їх багато. Лазарет. Q-компанія гордого. Але вон. Дуже цікаво. Помилка, якщо я збережу то, що є. Типу вийти так, воно збережеться, я зможу потім його до 7000. Вихід скасує всі зміни. Треба добудовувати. Ну, припустимо. Припустимо, але No Ман. Ось таке. Берт, а що там є? А, Б класу. У мене ж корабль середній, мабуть, Б класу. Ну, припустимо. Бокова частина лівого борту. Передня частина лівого борту. Кронштейн. О, багато кріплень. Тут тільки... А тут з усіх сторон є кріплення. Колір. Що, реально тільки колір і все? А що це таке взагалі? Кронштейн, двона. Носова кришка. Коротше, це жесть. Це можна і це... Ні, це треба робити відео де повністю. Повністю посвячено цьому всьому. Бо це просто жесть.
Not much going on.
Блін, це просто жесть. Там куча всяких модулів. Побудувати декілька швидесенько кораблів, не заморочуючись, просто там, щоб модулі пододавати, так. Вісім модулів. І в мене один навик висить. І зараз буде ще левел. І тут нельзя просто так розпилятися, бо їх не вистачить на все. Ця штука потрібна по-любому. По-любому. Поки що це. Так, підемо. Значить, ось таке діло. Я квести хотів подивитися. Знайти артефакт. Чому я не бачу де? Таке буває. Треба якусь дію... Ага, виконати. А де тут?
It is good to...
Engine's hot, I'm going in! Just a little safer with you folk around. Any way we can repay you? Hope this helps you out. Can't stay here gabbing all day. Fly safe.
Landing commencing.
таскаю з собою, це жесть. Ну ладно. Так, що ми можемо таке, не дуже. Ну ось цей пістоль 200, 600. 600. Спробувати ось цю штуку, так вона в мене без набійних патронів дофігіща. Якраз роботи. Йобати. Йобат. А, ні, це не йобат, це спейсер. І ХП 2. Пю-пю! Класно, треба її обережувати. Доволі точна штука. І відстань велика.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
Це нормально. Якась рідка штука. Здравствуйте, Алешка. Зараз буде бійка. Це хтось їхній. Де ви там висаджуєтесь? Де у вас вихід? Ага. Чому я... А, я в мене ж костюм інший. Ось вони йдуть. Треба бігти, треба йти. Нащо ви біжите? Влучив. О, влучив. Вбив нафіг. Ха-ха-ха-ха. Класна штука. Бошку. Та, ми тут вообще. А, що я взяв? Ладно. Патрики. Патрики. Кучер. Це було підсилення цієї зони. Я їх всіх убив. Так, не бачу більш поки що нікого, і в мене... Що тут, холодно, да, чи що тут? Статус. Холод екстремальний, защита костюма не витримує. Так, тому що тут проблеми з захистом. А де вхід? Десь тут.
What does your scanner reveal?
Ну, застряг. Я щось чув. Мабуть, мене тут буде чекати якийсь робот, який буде мене вбивати. Квантову сутність отримав зробився. Квантова сутність підвищує рівень енергії, який ви використовуєте. для цих здібностей. Так, ну місця в мене нема. Все. Ні. Все. Нема сенсу тут залишатися. Та й, ну так, полетіли. На жаль, воно водночас не показує, де інші знаходяться. Сюди. Нельзя? Ну да, я ж зібрав тут ресурси, вони. Що я там зібрав? Оцю фігню? Да, це ліміт 4. Ось розприлась. Ось так. Така собі гра, чесно кажучи, ну. І цікаво, і не цікаво. Спершу було зовсім не цікаво, зараз вже ну, таке. Бойовка тупа. Боти, ці NPC-шки, вони тупі. Якоїсь прям дуже великої складності я не відчуваю. Складності гри взагалі в грі немає. Ну, так, космос подобається, красиво, там астероїди ці красиві. Ресурси взагалі красиво зроблені, що там добування самих ресурсів. Таке відчуття, що років 5-6 назад, то так, це був би топ. Ну, зараз вже я тут не бачу такого. Чого?
Mateo, are you having a crisis?
What if the Starborn are...
You think we're doing...
Agreed. We should not abandon our mission when things become difficult.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to shame. I just hope that this...
Hate to interrupt, but I have a favor to ask. Lot of equipment on the Eye has reached the span's end. If we're going to find more artifacts further out, we need work. Got the nods and sign. Well, hold the lines, March. Seems like you...
Началось, чи почалось?
Hey, when you're not busy, let's chat.
Не хочу я з вами.
handling this whole captain thing really well. Hate to interrupt. Lot of equipment on the Eye has reached the span's end. If we're going to find more artifacts, got the nods and signs from Sarah and Walter for the materials, but I need... Well, hold the lines, March. Seems like you got business with them.
Well, whenever you're bored, I've got a seat in the ship with your name on it.
I don't know.
Space is so hostile. No matter what, we'll have to mark it in. Oh, really? I haven't noticed anything. Just kidding, just kidding. Sorry. Balancing risk versus reward is tricky. Even so, you really think the Asylees are going to work out, huh? You must have seen some data that I didn't. Everything has a chance to mutate, and most mutations are hard. But I get it. It's scary. It's definitely riskier than dropping off some wild animals. Oh well, it's at least with the extermination of the Lazarus plant, this. Given the length of time needed to deploy the Asylees combined with the amount of time, it's going to be a while before we...
Так, я поспілкувався, що воно блимає. Тому що я рухаю, так? Окей.
Feel free to help yourself at the bar. I don't drink.
Який бармен? Ну, поговорити з Володимиром.
But I feel like if I did, now.
Hate to interrupt, but I have a thing. Lot of equipment on the eye has reached the span's end. If we're going to find more artifacts further out, got the nods and signs from Sarah and Walter for the materials, but I need. Well, hold the lines, March. Seems like you got business with the person with you already. Tip my ear when you're done.
Треба його взяти у ці.
As much as I love uncovering new questions,
How can I
wouldn't
assist?
mind a few answers now and then.
Do not have all the fun without.
Hate to interrupt, but I have a favor to ask. Lot of equipment on the eye has reached the span's end. If we're going to find more artifacts further up, got the nods. Well, hold the lines, March. Seems like you got business with the person with you already.
Яку справу? Ой, ладно, на цьому робимо перерву. Розбиратимусь, може, поза роликом. Що тут вони від мене хочуть. Дякую за перегляд. Всім гарного дня.